I never thought my life would turn into this kind of story. I caught my wife cheating on me, and the revenge I prepared for her made her faint the moment she saw it. This is not something I imagined happening to me at my age, but here I am, telling you what happened in simple words, because some things in life are too heavy to carry in silence. We had been married for 25 years, a lifetime really. We raised children, built a house together, celebrated holidays, and I believed we had grown old side by side with love and loyalty. I trusted her, maybe too much. I never thought she could betray me, not after all we had shared, but little signs had been appearing, things I ignored because I didn't want to believe them. She stayed on her phone, late at night. She started dressing up more often, saying she was running errands. She smiled at messages she never showed me. I brushed it off, told myself I was just being paranoid. But I wasn't. One night, I found out the truth. I was supposed to be out of town for work. Plans changed and I came home a day early. The house was quiet, but something felt off the second I walked in. There were 2 wine glasses on the table and soft music was playing. My heart sank. I walked down the hall and opened the bedroom door, and there she was, with another man in our bed. My knees almost gave out. It felt like my chest split in 2. I had never known pain like that before. She gasped when she saw me. He jumped up and ran so fast he nearly tripped. She stood there, scrambling for words, but nothing came out. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I didn't throw anything. I just stood there, staring at her, and I said, "I see it now, all of it." Then I turned and walked out. For days after that, she begged me to talk. She told me it was a mistake, that it meant nothing. But I wasn't stupid. Affairs don't just happen once. Affairs grow over time in lies and secrets. I thought about just filing for divorce quietly, walking away. But then I thought about all those years I had given her. I thought about the trust she shattered, and I decided I wasn't going to let her slip out of this without facing what she had done. So I planned my revenge. It wasn't violent. I wasn't going to do anything illegal, but I was going to do something that would hurt in the one way she would never forget. I started gathering proof. Every text, every call log, every receipt, every piece of evidence I could find. I had enough to prove the affair beyond doubt. Then I invited her entire family over for dinner. Her parents, her siblings, even our grown kids. She thought it was a dinner to reconcile. She got excited, thinking maybe I was ready to forgive her. She even went shopping for groceries, thinking she was cooking for a celebration. She had no idea. The night of the dinner, everyone gathered around the table. There was laughter at first, wine glasses clinking, plates being filled. She smiled at me, thinking she had won me back. Then I stood up, holding a folder in my hand. I cleared my throat and said, "Thank you all for coming. Tonight, I want to share the truth." I opened the folder and began reading. Text after text, photo after photo, receipts, call logs, messages to the man she thought I'd never know about. The room went dead silent. My wife's face drained of color. She tried to interrupt me, tried to grab the papers from my hands, but I held them high and kept reading, calm, steady, not raising my voice, just letting the truth speak. And then it happened. She swayed, her eyes rolled back, and she fainted right there in front of her entire family. Her brother caught her before she hit the floor. People rushed around her, but the silence in the room spoke louder than anything. No one was angry at me. No one blamed me. They all looked at her with disappointment, with pity. They saw her for what she really was. When she woke up later, she was broken. She cried, begged me not to leave, begged me to try again. She said we could fix it, that she would change. But I was finished. I had given her my life, and she threw it away. The next morning, I filed for divorce. The funny thing is, revenge doesn't make you happy. It doesn't heal the wound in your chest. But it gives you closure. It gave me the chance to stand tall again, to take back my dignity. She could no longer twist the story. She could no longer hide behind lies. The truth was out, and she couldn't escape it. For weeks after, she tried calling, tried sending letters, tried telling me she was sorry. But I didn't answer. I had no more words for her. She made her choice, and I made mine. Looking back now, I know that the worst part of betrayal is not the act itself. It's not walking into a room and finding someone where they don't belong. It's the years that come before, the years you thought were built on love, when in reality, the foundation was already cracking. It's realizing that while you were faithful, loyal, and true, the other person was looking elsewhere. That's what cuts deepest. But I survived. I'm stronger now. I know my worth. I am not bitter, though. I'm not sitting here drowning in hate. I am free. My life is lighter without the lies, without the secrets. And her, she'll never forget that night. She'll never forget the dinner table, the folder in my hand, the faces of her family as they saw the truth. She'll never forget the moment her world crashed down in front of everyone she loved. She fainted because she couldn't face what she had done. But I faced it. I stood in the middle of it, and I walked out with my head high. Sometimes revenge isn't about hurting back. It's about showing the truth. And the truth, when spoken out loud, can be more powerful than anything else. I caught my wife cheating. I showed her what betrayal looks like when the mask is ripped away. And when she fainted, when the lies fell apart, I realized I wasn't the weak one in this story. She was, and that is how I finally let her go.